Hey guys, and welcome back to another Virgo Girl recommendation. This recommendation today is going to be a quick one. The name of the movie is Where the Crawdads Sing, and it's on Netflix. And this is one of the movies that are, it's like any other movie that you've seen that set place back in the 60s in the Deep South. It has those undertones. But on this one, it has some life lessons in it. All right, so basically it's about this little girl and she has a big heart. She comes from this very poor family. Her family has the traditional issues that they show on television that a lot of poor families have, poverty, abuse, neglect. And it shows the father being overbearing to the mother getting just tired and just leaving, the kids getting tired of being of the overbearing dad and leaving. The dad was very abusive, so the family ended up not staying. So this is a very tricky situation because you have this young girl. I don't even think she was 8 years old, uh, maybe eight or so. But by the time when they showed her, she looked really young. She may have been anywhere between the ages of, I'll say 8 to 11. But at any rate, the whole entire family left. First, the mom left because she was sick of the dad. She's sick of walking around with black eyes and, just sick of being treated badly. So she left. And then the kids, you see, like one of the kids had a black eye, which is, letting you know the dad was going in on them after the mom left, or maybe he was doing it when she was there too, but certainly after she left, he definitely focused more on the children and taking his anger out on them. So that led to the children leaving. I mean, all of the children left. So everyone left, and then eventually even the dad wasn't there no more. So this girl ended up being by herself, very young, at a very young age. So here's the thing, a life lesson. When people grow up extremely poor and they're not used to having anything, they're used to fending for themselves. There are people who are used to like having their electricity turned off because their parents couldn't pay the bill, not having any gas, having to boil water to make hot water for the tub, things like that, because they didn't have any hot water because, the bills didn't get paid. So there are people who go through these tough type of lives, and it's like they're so resilient that they are able to survive things that the average person wouldn't be able to. It's kind of like the rougher you grow up, the tougher it makes you, if you will, for the most part. So this girl had already grown up so tough that she was able to stay in this home by herself as a child, and she made it through. She made it all the way through adulthood. And then the main focus here of the movie is not even, well, it is that she was they called it the marsh. She was living in this marsh area, and it was very isolated. That's another thing. It was kind of creepy. She like lived out in this marsh, and it was just isolated. There was no other homes anywhere in the area that I could see. It was just her in the middle of like nowhere, and she was just living there. But because she grew up like that, she wasn't scared. She was used to it. And most of the places that she went to, she had to go by boat. Okay, fast forward to her becoming an adult. She ends up meeting this guy. Well, she already knew the guy when she was younger, but they kind of grew up together, and she ends up liking him and he likes her, and they end up, kind of dating, but he's very respectful and he's on his way off to college. So he goes off to college, but he promises her that he's going to keep in touch with her. I'm not going to tell any more of that part because I don't want to spoil that part of it. But she also ends up meeting another guy while her beau, the guy that she likes, is off at college. All right. So the guy that she meets is a rich guy. He's, you know, big shot around town. His family is very wealthy and very well known. He's, spoiled because he's used to getting his way. Anyway, it's like, what in the world does he want with me? She's thinking. And because she's very extremely poor, she's shunned by the entire town. I forgot to add that. Everyone in the town shuns this girl. They call her the Marsh Girl. They treat her badly. No one, gives her the time of day because they feel like she's beneath them. right? And then other people in the town, they're living their lives. There's people there with, means, and, they actually have money and, things like that. And she doesn't have any of that. Give you a small example. Her first time going to school, she went with no shoes on. That's how poor she was. So that'll give you guys a small example of what she went through as a young, child. Fast forward, this rich guy wants, to be with her. He loves her. He says he's going to marry her. So there's another little love triangle there in this story. Now, fast forward. Here's the juicy part. Now, there is a murder in the town. Now, they are blaming this girl for it. And that's the kicker. That's where the plot thickens, because you have this girl here. She's so nice. She's so innocent. She has a big heart. She's sweet. She's poor girl. She's been through everything as a child, traumatized. And now she's just trying to make it. And then because she's like the poor person in the town, they're like pinning this on her. And they're trying to send her to prison for life. And that's all I'm going to say. And that's my recommendation for today. Make sure you check it out, guys. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but that is the most I can tell you without ruining the whole movie for you. The cast, I'm going to be honest with you. On the cast, the person I recognized was Michael Hyatt. Her name is Michael. She is a great actress. I've seen her in so many films, and she always does a great job. Even when she has a small role, I feel like she shines so brightly. The star of the show is Daisy Edgar Jones. Then we have Tyler John Smith and Harris Dickerson. Those were, like the main, I guess, characters, and David Strathairn. Now, I don't know, David Strathairn, I am familiar with him. I've seen him on movies, but the rest of the cast, I'm not really too familiar with them, but I will say they did a magnificent job in this movie. They all, played their roles well. There was nothing that was, like super outstanding, but I think just as a whole, everyone did a good job, and the movie itself was great. I think it's a good watch, and I think you'll be, I won't say you'll be shocked by the ending, but you'll be shocked a little bit by the ending, because I actually thought it was going to go another way. I'll just put it like that. I actually didn't think they were going to go that way with the ending, but I like it. I'm not mad at the ending. I think it was good. So go ahead and check it out. Comment below if you've seen it. Let me know what you think about it. And also, I'm curious to know what you guys think about the ending if you do watch it. Until next time, guys, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.